Welcome. Have you ever wondered if there's a hidden force shaping our lives, guiding us towards certain events, or even determining our fate? Is everything we experience predestined, written long before we take our first breath? These are questions that have intrigued humanity for centuries. Some believe that destiny is a script already written for us, and that every moment, decision, and outcome has been determined long ago, like verses in a mysterious book waiting to be uncovered. Others reject the idea entirely, embracing free will as the ultimate force in shaping our future. One figure who has sparked endless debates on this very subject is Michel de Nostradamus. Born in 1503 in France, Nostradamus was a physician, astrologer, and a visionary, but it's his prophetic writings that have ensured his place in history. His quatrains, four-line verses full of cryptic symbols and warnings, have intrigued and frightened people for centuries. Some believe his writings predicted monumental events like the French Revolution, the devastation of the bubonic plague, and even the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. These predictions, written in the 16th century, seem eerily relevant even today. But how did he know? Was he truly tapped into some greater cosmic knowledge, or was he simply a man with a vivid imagination and a knack for poetic riddles? Throughout history, Nostradamus's words have sparked fascination, fear, and countless interpretations. Some argue that his quatrains are uncannily accurate when matched against historical events, while others point out their ambiguity, claiming they can be interpreted in countless ways. But whether you're a skeptic or a believer, one thing is certain: Nostradamus's prophecies challenge us to think about the nature of our existence. They force us to ask whether life is a series of random events or whether our future has already been written, just waiting for us to live it out. With the year 2025 rapidly approaching, many are wondering if Nostradamus had any predictions for the world we are about to enter. With rising political tensions, worsening climate issues, and rapid technological progress, could his writings contain warnings or clues about the challenges we'll face in the coming years? In this video, we will delve into 10 of Nostradamus's most chilling prophecies for 2025. These are not vague predictions, they are vivid, unsettling glimpses into a future where natural disasters, political upheaval, and technological advancements could change the world as we know it. Before we dive into these prophecies, though, let's take a moment to build a community of thinkers and explorers. If you're someone who enjoys uncovering the mysteries of history, life, and prophecy, we invite you to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with others. Your support helps us continue to explore these fascinating topics and engage in conversations that challenge the norm. So let's begin this journey together and explore what Nostradamus might have seen for 2025. Some of these prophecies might shock you, while others may leave you with a sense of unease. One thing is for sure: this exploration will make you see the future in a whole new light. Are you ready to discover what the most mysterious prophet of all time might have predicted? Let's dive in. But remember, the answers you find may raise even more questions. One of the most unsettling predictions comes from Nostradamus's vision of the Earth being shaken by catastrophic volcanic eruptions. He wrote, "The Earth will shake around the new city. 2 great rocks will fire for a long time. The sky will catch fire over the ocean. The city will be drenched in ashes and flames." This could refer to an unprecedented volcanic disaster, particularly in the Pacific Ring of Fire, which contains about 75% of the world's active and dormant volcanoes. Supervolcanoes like Mount Tambora and Krakatoa have already caused mass death, famine, and climate disruption throughout history. Today, scientists are warning about the potential for catastrophic eruptions in places like Mount Taal in the Philippines, Yellowstone in the United States, or Campi Flegrei in Italy. The Pacific Ring of Fire is particularly active, and Nostradamus' prediction of "the sky will catch fire" could describe the ash clouds that would block the sun, leading to a global cooling event known as a volcanic winter. Such an event could devastate agriculture, cause widespread food shortages, and lead to massive migration and economic collapse. Though modern technology can give us warnings, nothing can fully prepare humanity for the scale of such a disaster. Nostradamus' prophecy might be urging us to pay closer attention to these geological threats and to prepare for the potential long-term effects of a volcanic cataclysm. If his prediction holds true, the world in 2025 could face challenges we can scarcely imagine today. Another of Nostradamus' chilling prophecies concerns political upheaval. In one quatrain, he wrote, "The great empire will be replaced by another. A small place of lethal area, they will come to expose the false exploits of the ambitious man from the West." This cryptic message seems to speak of betrayal, shifting alliances, and the rise of new powers. Could this reflect the changing global dynamics of 2025? In a world where political alliances are fragile and shifting, such a prophecy may suggest that some of today's great powers could lose their influence, while others, perhaps smaller nations, could gain prominence. We've seen this happen throughout history, where once strong empires crumble and new power structures emerge. If Nostradamus' prophecy is correct, we may see new alliances form in unexpected places, and betrayal among former allies could destabilize governments and international relations. This shift in power could even lead to greater global tension or conflict. In countries like the Philippines, for example, we often see the rise of new political movements and shifting alliances, which can lead to internal chaos. On a global scale, could Nostradamus be predicting the decline of superpowers like the United States, with emerging nations challenging their dominance? If this shift happens in 2025, the world could experience major political turbulence. In light of today's rapid advancements in artificial intelligence, Nostradamus' cryptic foresight about technological advancements seems unearthly relevant. The phrase, "the moon is full of night," over the high mountain. The new sage with a lone brain sees it by his disciples, invited to be immortal eyes to the south, hands in bosom, bodies in fire. The lone brain seems to represent artificial intelligence, a machine that is able to reason in ways that are far beyond human abilities. It is anticipated that artificial intelligence will become more pervasive in daily life by 2025, revolutionizing fields like healthcare, education, and even combat. There is a cost associated with this change, though. Take this into consideration. AI systems are already surpassing humans in applications such as stock trading, creative writing, and medical diagnosis. Although these developments are convenient, there are existential risks associated with them. AI may increase unemployment as it replaces human-held jobs, and societies will have to consider the moral ramifications of letting machines operate vital systems. Invited to be immortal emphasizes AI's ability to function indefinitely, in contrast to humans' limited lifespans. But does immortality bring about chaos or wisdom? What occurs if AI systems put efficiency ahead of human welfare? Some experts worry that unchecked AI might have unforeseen repercussions, like biases built into systems, cybersecurity flaws, or even autonomous weapons ending up in the wrong hands. Nostradamus may have cautioned against the dominance of technology, but he also urged responsible use of this power. Is technology guiding us blindly into an uncertain future, just like the disciples did in his scripture? The geopolitical environment of today makes Nostradamus' prediction that the East will rise while the West fails seem more and more likely. Great power will relocate to the region where the sun rises, and the West will wane as the East becomes more powerful. A new order will emerge, forged in the Dragon's Forge. The dragon clearly represents China, whose military might and economic clout are only increasing. By 2025, China's achievements in AI, 5G technology, and space exploration may surpass those of Western countries, and its Belt and Road Initiative may further solidify its supremacy. However, this change isn't solely a financial one. Additionally, Nostradamus's prophecy might be a reflection of political and cultural changes. Global leadership could be redefined by the East, represented by countries like China and India, as Western nations struggle with internal conflicts and economic difficulties. Such changes, though, are rarely peaceful. An eroding West may oppose its diminishing power, resulting in disputes over territory, trade, or technology. Confrontation, not diplomacy, could create the new order that Nostradamus mentions. As the distribution of power changes, humanity is at a turning point. Will this shift bring about a period of cooperation or discord? Because of Nostradamus's foresight, we should think about how the world community can responsibly adjust to these changes. Well, before climate change became a major world issue, Nostradamus forewarned of the wrath of nature. It's going to get even drier. We will see fields wither and rivers weep. There may be environmental disasters in 2025 that put humanity's fortitude to the test. It is anticipated that rising global temperatures will make hurricanes, floods, and droughts more severe. Inland areas struggle with water scarcity and failing crops, while coastal cities may experience rising sea levels. Not only are these issues environmental, but they are also closely related to social and economic stability. Lack of resources could cause wars, uprooting millions of people and resulting in unheard-of humanitarian crises. Nostradamus warns us that if we ignore nature, it could have unaffordable consequences. The prospect of a worldwide war, World War III, is one of Nostradamus's most dire prophecies. His quatrain offers a striking image of anarchy, two brothers split apart by chaos. When the great leader is defeated, the fortress collapses. The big city will be on fire when the third major conflict starts. According to some interpretations, the phrase "two brothers torn apart" refers to formerly united but now divided nations or alliances. There are disturbing similarities with the geopolitical environment of today. It is easy for rivalries between North and South Korea or tensions between major powers like the US and China to turn into more serious wars. This prophecy is particularly significant in light of the tense relations between China and Taiwan. US and allied opposition to China's plans to unite Taiwan with the mainland has been fierce. Is a military conflict here the catalyst for a world war? In a similar vein, the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine already involves many countries, which increases concerns about escalation. The fortress falls could refer to the surrender of a key stronghold in a military conflict or the fall of a major superpower. In contemporary parlance, this could entail a cyber attack that destroys vital infrastructure like communication networks, financial systems, or telephone grids. What is especially unsettling is Nostradamus's allusion to the big city burning. This could conjure up images of airstrikes, urban warfare, or even the deployment of nuclear weapons. The atrocities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki have been witnessed by everyone. Current military technology advancements have the potential to cause even more devastation. The human cost of war may also be a warning from Nostradamus. War causes more than just physical devastation. It also leaves families, societies, and future generations scarred. His quatrain functions as a grave warning. In the event that nations fail to find peaceful solutions to their disputes, humanity may face an unthinkable catastrophe. Nostradamus's predictions about the future, particularly those concerning an energy crisis, are especially alarming because energy is fundamental to modern civilization. Energy powers everything from our homes to industries, and without it, our society would face significant challenges. As resources continue to deplete, we could face widespread blackouts, where the lights literally go out and the machines that we depend on become unreliable. The impact of such a crisis would be felt across the world, cities would be plunged into darkness, and industries would grind to a halt. Our ability to communicate, refrigerate food, and even provide healthcare could be severely disrupted. Nostradamus' quatrain suggests that this situation could arise due to natural disasters, geopolitical conflicts, or the exhaustion of fossil fuels. The idea of an energy crisis isn't new. Many have long warned about our dependence on non-renewable resources. By 2025, the world may experience a situation where demand for energy exceeds supply, leading to economic instability, social unrest, and a breakdown in essential services. Countries might find themselves vulnerable in such a crisis, unable to rely on their usual sources of energy. This makes it essential for nations to explore alternative energy sources like geothermal power or nuclear fusion, which Nostradamus may be hinting at when he refers to the Earth's core. However, transitioning to these technologies requires significant investment, time, and international cooperation. As renewable energy sources like solar and wind become more common, we also face the growing threat of cyber attacks. These attacks could target critical infrastructure like power grids, causing widespread devastation. Nostradamus' warning serves as a call for humanity to embrace sustainability and innovation while safeguarding against the risks that come with our increasing reliance on technology. In addition to concerns about energy, Nostradamus also paints a grim picture of environmental destruction, particularly the consequences of climate change. His prophecy speaks of parched land cracking open, rivers running dry, and widespread famine as harvests fail. The world's agricultural systems are already feeling the effects of climate change, with shifting weather patterns and rising temperatures affecting crop production. If these trends continue, we could face food shortages and unstable economies as early as 2025. Areas suffering from prolonged droughts could see their water supplies disappear, leaving millions without access to safe drinking water or irrigation for crops. Extreme weather events like hurricanes, floods, and wildfires could further devastate fertile land, making it harder to grow food. Nostradamus also mentions an infestation of insects, perhaps symbolizing the role of pests in this crisis. In regions like Asia and Africa, swarms of locusts have already destroyed crops, contributing to food insecurity. This could result in mass migration as people search for food and water, which would put additional strain on international humanitarian efforts and spark conflicts over resources. Nostradamus' prophecy serves as a reminder that humanity's survival depends on our ability to protect the environment and prepare for unexpected challenges. If we don't take action now, the effects of climate change could lead to dire consequences, including widespread famine and social instability. Another of Nostradamus' predictions involves the exploration of space, a domain that holds both potential and peril. In his quatrain, he speaks of astronomers looking beyond the stars, possibly hinting at humanity's increasing interest in space exploration. A new world could be discovered, but Nostradamus also warns of a fire messenger descending from the sky, which many interpret as an asteroid or other celestial body that could threaten life on Earth. While the chances of such an event are relatively low, an asteroid impact could cause significant damage, especially if it were to hit a populated area or trigger secondary disasters like tsunamis. Space exploration is advancing rapidly, with missions to the Moon, Mars, and beyond already underway. But Nostradamus cautions that as we look to the stars, we must not lose sight of the dangers here on Earth. The fire messenger could refer to more than just an asteroid. It might also symbolize threats like space debris, solar storms, or even conflicts over space resources. Moreover, Nostradamus might be warning us about humanity's tendency to focus on grand ambitions while neglecting the more immediate and pressing challenges we face on our own planet. His prophecy calls for a balance between our desire to explore the cosmos and the need to address the problems that threaten life on Earth. Finally, Nostradamus offers a chilling prediction about the future of genetic engineering, suggesting that by 2025, advances in biotechnology could lead to the creation of genetically modified humans. He describes a group of 9 people who will be set apart from the rest of humanity, whose fate will be determined by their actions and who will be regarded as divine in understanding. This could symbolize the first generation of people who undergo genetic modifications to enhance their physical abilities or extend their lifespans. While such advancements in biotechnology have the potential to revolutionize medicine and agriculture, they also raise important ethical questions. The creation of genetically modified humans could lead to social divisions between those who undergo genetic modifications and those who don't. There is also the risk that genetic modifications could have unforeseen consequences, both for individuals and for society as a whole. Similarly, genetically modified crops could help solve food shortages but might also threaten biodiversity and have unintended environmental consequences. Nostradamus's prophecy serves as a reminder that while scientific progress can bring great benefits, it must be approached with caution, humility, and consideration for the potential long-term effects. As we approach 2025, Nostradamus's predictions remain a thought-provoking and often unsettling part of our conversation about the future. Whether we choose to believe in his prophetic abilities or not, his quatrains encourage us to reflect on the direction our world is headed. They remind us that we have the power to shape our own destiny and that the choices we make today will influence the world of tomorrow. It's crucial to recognize that no prophecy is set in stone. While the future may seem inevitable, humanity has always had the capacity to change its course. The decisions we make now will determine the kind of future we leave for future generations. Nostradamus's predictions serve as both a warning and a call to action, urging us to think carefully about the world we are creating and to take steps to address the challenges we face. What do you think of Nostradamus's predictions? Are they a source of fascination, fear, or something else entirely? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to leave a comment below, and if you enjoyed this exploration of Nostradamus's mysterious world, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing this video with others who might find it intriguing. Let's continue to explore the unknown and seek answers to life's greatest mysteries. Keep questioning, stay curious, and remember that the secrets of the universe are waiting to be discovered.